Welcome to TF2 Tactical Knowledge, your source for intelligence to get you prepared for competitive TF2. Let's start off this string of engineer guide videos with the basic tactical knowledge that all aspiring engineers should know before they get involved in the competitive scene. Just so everyone knows, this guide assumes you all have an understanding in how the engineer as a class works, meaning you how to build your buildings, shoot a shotgun, pistol, and use range, as well as how to destroy them. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's get started. It's tactics time! Now, for those of you engineer rookies, you have to understand that your position on the team is not to go on massive killing sprees like soldier, demo, sniper, or any of the other more damaging classes. Your job is to support. That means you support your team so that they can do the job they need to do, whether it is building your buildings appropriately, or even holding a position yourself while your sentry holds another. Now, the first job of the engineer is to set up his buildings. While setting up the buildings, you must make sure to prioritize the order in which you build them, depending on the situation and game mode. For this video, we'll use Payload as an example of building order priority. Now, which building, you may ask, is the most important? Well, to start off, it all depends on whether you're attacking or defending, or to be specific, if you're on red or blue. The red team typically has the longer respawn timers, so therefore teleporters aren't necessarily important, and since red is defending, they won't be moving around as much as blue. What red team does need, however, is to be able to hold a position against whatever it is blue can throw against them. So the sentry gun, level 3 most often, is the first thing you should begin building. Red also will need to be able to resupply their ammo, as spam can really drain heavy ammo users like the heavy, pyro, soldier, and demo man. Therefore, the dispenser is needed over the teleporter. Finally, even though red has longer respawn timers, the distance it takes to reach the front line from their spawn room can often be quite a distance. Therefore, they still need that teleporter to reach it in a timely manner. So there's your priority list for red on Payload: sentry gun, dispenser, and teleporter in that order from initial building to fully upgrading. On offense, or blue, the building order is very different by comparison to red, as blue needs to be more aggressive and pushing against red to win the game. Blue typically have shorter respawn timers, so they often need to reach the front line as quickly as possible in order to keep the pressure up and prevent red from regaining ground they've lost. And for that, they need a teleporter. Blue doesn't need a sentry as much as red does, but they still need it in order to provide supporting fire, or to hold a position so they aren't flanked while being pushed, or to even prevent red from retaking ground in case a push fails. That is where the sentry comes into play for blue. And while they aren't necessarily holding positions as much on offense, blue still could use a place to resupply and heal, which is where the dispenser comes into play, and what the dispenser provides. So that is what you need for offense, in order: teleporter, sentry gun, and dispenser, in that initial building and upgrading priority order. This, of course, just scratches the surface of engineering at the competitive level, but by following these guidelines, you'll ensure your team has a steady flow of ammo, health, and reinforcements to either maintain a push or hold a position. Remember, the team that wins in a competitive match is not always the one that gets the most kills. More often, it is the one that can continue applying pressure to the enemy while also holding against what the enemy can throw against them. Also, while it was stated before that these build orders only covered Payload, they can be applied to King of the Hill and Control Point. Tune in next time when we upgrade our tactical information to the intermediate level and we discuss building placement, which covers more game modes than just Payload.